Excited? Do y'all ever watch the Olympics? Speaking of things going on in the world,
Ooh, yeah.
you know, y'all in Tokyo. The Olympics happened in Tokyo this year. Are you guys ever? Do you guys ever look forward to watching it?
Like the track stuff, I am. But like after that comment they made, like don't wear no Black Lives Matter merchandise or anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of crazy.
How does it make you feel?
That's makes me tight. Why? It's how I want to feel and how I want to represent my culture. I mean, you telling me I can't do that? And I saw somebody post, and I agree with it. All black athletes should not partake in the Olympics. That was you? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. That was you. I knew it was somebody on my timeline.
I saw her post.
But not that's facts. Like why not?
Yeah.
After everything that's going on in the world 2020, and you're gonna say don't do that. Mm-hmm. And we're the best athletes, so now you have no Olympics.
See, I would like to figure out, because I'm not sure. A lot of this residents. So I'm not sure if it's Tokyo, like if it's people that's in Tokyo, like that are like Japanese people that are actually running this year, or is it if there's like an Olympics kind of
committee.
So I don't want to say like the Asian community. How could you when everything that just happened with what was the whole Asian thing called? What was the slogan? Stop Asian hate. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Stop Asian hate. When that came out, I think a lot of black people supported. Thank you, Marlon. You want some credit? Stop Asian hate. Thanks, bro. You got what you wanted?
He wanted his little time.
It was me. I think there was a lot of black people who supported that.
Yeah.
And I think when people see that the Olympics is in Tokyo and you don't want any black people wearing any Black Lives Matter merchandise or anything like that, it kind of rubs you the wrong way as a black man or a black person in America. I'm just trying to figure out, because I don't want to say like how could you guys do that, but is it
whose fault is it? Who is banning the Black Lives Matter merchandise?
Yeah.
Well, we won't know, but the fact that they're doing it and some people do not wear it is crazy, no matter who it is. So I'm not saying we should blame the Japanese country, Tokyo, but
the Japanese country, Japan.
Japan. Yeah. So I had a brain fart too. You know what I mean, but
the Japanese country.
That's them edibles.
Tokyo.
But honestly, it's just crazy. I don't even know. Like, what happens if they wear it? What happens if LeBron James and the U.S. team or whoever wear it there?
Well, I think that's the problem. I think that ratings dipped tremendously. Was for me when I watched the Olympics, I don't ever cheer for anybody white except like other than Michael Phelps.
Correct.
I mean, ever. So when I watch to see the Jamaican track team. I watch to see the USA basketball team, which is predominantly
the US
black.
track team.
The US track team. Not even. I don't even ever go for them. I go for Jamaica all the time. But
Tyson Gay's man nice though.
Who?
Tyson Gay when he used to run.
He's black?
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to him. Man.
Is he black?
Shout out to him. But I don't ever watch it for any other reason. So now when you take out the black athletes, who to me usually are the best athletes, gymnasts, especially gymnasts, to me it waters it down a lot. So you have a competition for all the best athletes in the world. You take black people out. If I'm one of those athletes, I don't go. I don't partake.
Right.
I think the ratings dip. I think the ratings takes a dip. I mean, but does most of the world care about black people? I think not. But I think if you take us out of it, it's not the best athletes in the world.
No,
for sure.
Correct, 100%.
D2 players are in there.
Who wants to watch them?
D2 players are in there.
But nah, it's definitely the ratings are definitely gonna take a dip, and I won't be watching this year.
I mean,
unless they change their mind.
I never even really watched the Olympics, honestly.
Never?
No.
Not even during Usain Bolt's heydays?
Oh yeah.
No.
Come on, man.
I never was into that. I never was into that, but I'm just a type of person, like, once you tell me I can't do something, I get upset. So, just knowing that they're like, y'all can't do this or whatever is just like upsetting.
Yeah. Well, the thing is funny because I don't think that black athletes were going into the Olympics wearing, I don't want to say they weren't, but I don't think most of them were going to go into the Olympics wearing like Black Lives Matter stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think they were going to. I think they would have had a few, but when you say that, like, when you make that announcement, like, nobody wear this. It's,
right.
It's definitely slow. Now I'm like, oh, matter of fact, now.
But it's not only that. They said that you can't kneel either.
They did, yes.
They said no kneeling. So like everything that represents, what Black people were fighting for within the last couple of years, like going hard for, they're like basically like, don't come here with that nonsense.
Exactly.
I hate the heel. I pretty much hate the kneeling. I hate it.
The kneeling?
Yeah. I think it's watered down. I think it's lost its meaning. I think
now.
I think when Colin Kaepernick did it, yes. I think it was a pretty big deal. I think it stood for something, and I think at the time it really bothered white America. Now it's watered down where everybody's like, oh, you know what? Let's just accept it for business.
Yeah.
NFL didn't tolerate it. Now you got every player, every sport, doing it. I'm like, all right. When the man wasn't getting paid for 2 years and didn't have anything,
nobody was.
I didn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wasn't doing it. Your own teammates, like, and to me, this is my problem with the NFL. And like when that was taking place, if all the black athletes just all kneeled and said, "Yo, what y'all gonna do?" What can they do?
Nothing. Not a damn
honestly.
thing.
So when you have like, if I'm a teammate of Colin Kaepernick and I see him kneeling and he's getting all this static for it,
you gotta have his back.
I'd be like, yo, son, let's just kneel with him.
Definitely.
Like when he was going through that, I was sitting here like, why is anybody else doing this?
Money.
Right. I mean, yeah, it takes a strong person to lead that though.
It's too many good black players in the NFL. Like NFL, most of the great players are black.
Correct. And if all of them nail, what, they're going to kick everyone or not?
They can't.
No.
But I mean, sport. I think it would have been different if he, like, met up with everybody, was like, listen, this is what we going to do. Like, we going to do this so we could get this result. Like, but I just think because he just did it, nobody was trying to stand and do that with him.
I don't know. Because I feel like, yo, is it a black thing that we don't stand together? That we need to meet?
Yes.
Like, is it a black thing? Because I feel like
yes.
We don't support each other. Enough. Someone should have had his back. Someone should have had his back. All those black players, like you said, all of them, not one person was like, I can't let him rock out alone. Mm-hmm. Then no one's going to have his back? That's crazy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And
that's like him getting jumped and and people like, dang, he look like he need help.
And just watch.
That's crazy. And just watch him get beat up.
Yeah.
Because he's been getting dragged through the mud. His name dirt thrown on it and everything. Mm-hmm. And not one black player spoke up and like, nah, let's not do that. Let's all kneel together. Mm-hmm. Like you said, they were not kicking anyone out the league. Black people bring the money into basketball, football, all that.
That's why somebody said something to me and it was like, yo, and I really heard it and I was like, wow, that's true. Black lives gotta matter to black people
first.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I was like, wow, it's true. Because it's always Black Lives Matter, and some people are gonna kill me for this. Like, I understand we the police brutality and everything that's going on with the racism in this country is horrible. But we also have to look at ourselves and say, in inner cities, we kill ourselves. Literally kill ourselves every day.
Yeah. And
we can't say Black Lives Matter, and then when it's us killing each other, we just don't say anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get upset when another race kills us, but then we turn around and do it to each other.
Over nothing.
Over living 3 blocks in the wrong direction. Mm-hmm. To me, that's
foolishness.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
how do we change that, though? How do we get all of us to love one another and support and respect each other?
That's an ongoing question.
Yeah.
That's not answered.
I'm just saying. But,
yeah.
But I mean that comes back to systemic. I'm not systemic racism, or that's the way we were brought up. I mean, it's hard. I understand the frustration. Black people are frustrated. That's why black people kill each other.
Yeah. When
you put black people in a project or a group of black people on top of each other, you know what I'm saying? And then in these places they live have no heat, no hot water, no
low income housing and all that.
all these different issues. Yeah, I might go outside on a Tuesday morning and be OD mad, and now you bump into me, and now it's an issue.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand it. I mean, I understand what the frustration is. but we can't kill each other over it.
Taking it out on each other just because we're around.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna have to change eventually. I mean, there's been little strides and change. I feel like.
I mean, we're striving, but
it's moving slow.
I guess it's moving. It's moving.
It is. It is.
Now we've came a long way. We still have a lot of work to do, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I mean, to me, I don't think things will ever change until, like, we still live under a constitution. To me, that was not written for us. That wasn't written for us. Yeah. The fact that we still live in a society where we still listen to the Constitution that was written in, 1765 or something like that? How? And wrote nothing new?
Yeah.
We weren't even people when this was written. We weren't considered people, black people. We were 3/5 of a person. We were property.
Yeah.
Essentially. So to say like, yo, you know, we live by this Constitution where everybody's treated free and equal, and no, we're not. You definitely aren't.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That so the fact that we still live, and I mean we just went totally off topic, by the way. I know that. But
so you think they should relook at the Constitution and rewrite it?
Absolutely. Yo, how can you look at something that has been written hundreds of years ago?
Yeah.
Right? Like the Constitution was written hundreds of years ago. Times change, bro. Yeah. Things that weren't accepted then are acceptable now. You know what I'm saying? And you don't update it. Would you live in a house from 1785 and not change any appliances?
Would you? It's still the house though. Like, I mean, I guess that's why you have like all the other laws. I mean, I guess. But you still have a foundation that's always been there. I don't know if that's ever gonna change, honestly. But we could definitely like change the laws that's in our cities, in our states. I think that's where we need to really like put focus on. Like there has to be more people in legislation that's, you know, African American or people of color.
But we do, but how do we see this is the thing. And I'm at fault for this too, because I'm one of them. We need that, right? But we also throw in our kids' faces, yo, get to the NBA one day. Get to the NFL. Yeah, you could be a good rapper.
I don't think that's being preached right now. Like my kid and like, you know, parents that I know, like I don't think that narrative is being thrown out there as much as it was like, you know, 10, 20 years ago. So,
yeah, it's slightly changed. So right now the narrative is being preached is everybody should be an entrepreneur and have their own business. And also what we fail to say though is that's dangerous to preach too. Everybody can't be a boss. I mean, I think you should try. I think the goal is to be financially free, right? I think that is an important thing. So yes, like invest in real estate, invest your money in right things, yes. But everybody's not going to be the boss of this multi-billion-dollar company that they think they're going to be.
You got to need work.
Yeah, that's true.
Like everybody thinks that like, yo, you know what? No shade on nobody, but everybody's like, yo, I'm going to start this clothing company.
Yeah, and there's a lot of just little small businesses.
and I respect the grind, but do you know the likelihood of, not saying it can't happen,
of it blowing up though?
It's hard.
But I get what you're saying, because like some of the small businesses, even like on the outside looking in, I'm like, wow, if this one was to work with this one, like, yo, they would really like, you know, take it up a notch. Mm-hmm. So I get what you're saying. Like a lot of people just focus on like, oh, I'm gonna just start this business, and it's just a whole bunch of little small businesses.
Yeah, but I mean, we went totally off topic. I just wanted to just
talk about that.
Go on a black.
Bring
rant.
Bring it back.
Yeah, let's get into more fun stuff because it got a little heavy. Malcolm started sweating.